Hello, hello, hello to all my melanated brothers and sisters out there in YouTube world. Hello, hello, hello to all my melanated brothers and sisters out there in the real world. This is your brother, strong, emotionally strong, mentally strong, physically strong, Mr. Justice, coming back at you with another video because it is time for justice. To set this right, set everything right according to the Bible. But I wanted to make a video today to my Israelite brothers and sisters out there in the world, and just looking at things in a different light, looking at things in a different way, you know. And what I mean by that is I have not always been in the truth in my life. I actually have just come into the truth in maybe like the last 2.5 years. And before that, I definitely was nowhere near the truth, even though my lifelong journey has been searching for the truth. I always felt like something was missing, even when I was out doing wrong, carrying guns, using drugs, selling drugs, misusing women, fornication, adultery, stealing, lying. I did it all right? And I came into the Word, I came into the truth, and I changed my life. Let the Word change my life, and now I don't do any of those things that I used to do. But I wanted to talk to my fellow brothers and sisters out there, because it's a long journey, for one, but two, the dietary laws. I love pork. I love pork. I was raised on pork. The whole pig, eating the boiled tail and pigtail, pig feet with the greens, and getting the pig nose and slicing it up and putting it on the grill, eating snoot, snout, pig nose, pig ears, intestines, pork chops, bacon. Oh, yes sir. Yes sir. I used to get into all of it, and I used to love all of it, even though it was a dietary law from my Heavenly Father, but it was also opposite of dietary law from slavery. That's all they passed us down was the pork and the pigs when we were slaves, and we had to make do with what we had. But I digress. I love pork. I love pig. But as a law that I'm not supposed to eat pork and pig, I don't do it anymore. I understand the benefits of it for me and how I'm putting healthy things in my temple and my body. But I was raised on it. I like it. I love pork. I want to eat pork. When I smell bacon, I want a piece of bacon. When I see people with pork chops and all of that stuff, I miss eating pork. But coming back into the truth, I know I'm not supposed to have it. It will benefit me not to have it. And it will benefit me to follow that commandment of not eating pork. And as an individual Israelite, you know, I could think of it as, you know, wow, I love pork. I was raised on pork. I can eat pork. It's just dietary law. I can eat it. All right, and I have to deal with that. I would have to deal with that when the law or the day of judgment comes, right? That's very selfish of me to think that way. Even though I could think that way, I could be like, hey, you know what? I want to do my own thing, even though I follow the commandments. Hey. Or I follow some, I don't follow any. That's a personal choice for me if I want to do that, right? I could look at it that way. But how I want you to look at it and how I look at it is as a personal thing. Yes, I could do that. But from what the Bible say, if I play my part and follow the dietary laws and all the other laws as the commandments and statutes and judgments that it gave us, that I will not only benefit for myself, it'll be a healthy thing for me, it'll be a healthy transition for me to change my life and follow and walk that road. But I have to look at it as, in the future, I want to see my people on top. I want to see my people on top. I want to see what the world would be like if everybody followed the commandments. If women dress like they supposed to dress, if men dress like they supposed to dress, they want cross-section and men with men and women with women sexually. Just men being men, taking care of their home, taking care of their children, passing down these rules and regulations and laws down to their children from birth, to realize the truth from birth and pass that on to the young generations of the Israelites to benefit us as a whole, all 12 tribes. It's more important to me than just me, myself. Just, oh yeah, I can become an Israelite and learn the commandments and live by the commandments. That is a benefit to me. But over that benefit of my own personal benefit, I'm looking at it as far as my people. I want to see the betterment of my people. I want to see women doing what they're supposed to do, men doing what they're supposed to do, children doing what they're supposed to do in life, in life, in growth. I want to see what it's like to not have to be able to see one of my brothers walking down the street, maybe doing bad, maybe not having no money, and inviting them into my house with no words that he's going to steal from me, or try to talk to my woman, or do something bad to my kids. That worry won't be in there. That I can accept you in. You can, hey, as long as you want, you got the other room. You cool until you find something else. That's good, my brother. One of my sisters walking down the street that needs some money. Here you go. Not worried about her using it for drugs or using it for the wrong thing, or little kids that's doing wrong, walking up to them and correcting them by the law, and not have a problem with it, not be judged by it, not have to worry about a bunch of family. Oh, you don't talk to my kids and do that with my family. So what I am pretty much trying to push out there or implement out there, yes, following the laws and the commandments and changing your life could be beneficial to you. But the more important reason for you to do it, for me to do it, is for the collective, for our families, for our brothers, for the whole 12 tribes. So don't be selfish in this. Think about the life that you will be giving your brothers and sisters by changing your life. You'll be getting rewards and benefits too, but do it for your brothers and sisters. I'm doing it for my brothers. I want to lay my life down for my brothers and sisters that believe in the word, that believe who they are, that they are the Israelites that the Bible talk of, and the promises and the glory and the covenants and all of those things was meant for the Israelites. I want to do this. I am doing this. I mean, I'm doing it for a benefit to me, but that's not my number one is out of fear. Number two is for my people. Number three is for me. For me. I'm not even until third or fourth. But to change my life, to give a better world for my brothers and sisters, it's not even a thought. It's not even a thought. It's nothing. There's no need to think about it. No need to make it's already made for me. If I change my life and start living by the commandments and living by the statutes and showing people that when I leave my home and inside my home and everywhere I go, you can see that on me, and it makes a way to better the world for my brothers and sisters, there's no ifs, ands, about changing for me. Yes, change right there, immediately, change, boom. As soon as I hear a commandment, boom, I'm putting it in my life, yes. For me, but for a better life for my brothers and sisters. And for the Christians and non-believers and Muslims and all of that, to me, we, as a nation, whether you consider yourself an Israelite, whether you consider yourself black, whether you consider yourself African American, as a nation, we are on the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, right? All around the world. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? We are on the bottom of the bottom. So let's say you are a Christian, let's say you are a non-believer atheist, let's say you're a Muslim or whatever, but you know the words that's in the Bible. You know that the Israelites are supposed to live in their own land, walk on roads paved with gold, live by the commandments, treat each other right, live with each other right, eat right, speak right, just all in glory. And the world is going to change from the wicked world to a good world for our people. And just believing that alone, whether you believe you're a Christian, whether you believe you're a Muslim, whether you believe you're atheist or whatever, if that right there, it says that that's supposed to be the change, right? Even if you believe in manifestation, right? And that is a world that we could go to if we use our powers of manifestation. If we believe or use our powers of belief. Even if we just use our power of jumping on a boat, bandwagon, jump on the bandwagon. The thought is that this world would be a better place for you and your people. That's the thought. It's going to be a better world for you and your people. A world like you've never seen before. Trustworthy world, a loving world, a giving world with your people. So-called African Americans, blacks, Hispanic, whatever. The 12 tribes. Even if we use our power of manifestation and think that that's going to be true and live like that's going to be true to manifest that into reality, it still would be a good world for you and for me and our brothers and sisters. So even if you just logically thought about it and focus your manifestation on manifesting the world like that, that would be beneficial to us, your brothers and sisters, why not consciously manifest a world like that? Whether you believe in the Bible, that's one outcome that could come. An outcome that we could rule the world. Another outcome that we could all die and just be food for worms. You could manifest that we all just die and be food for worms. We could continue to manifest that Esau is ruling the world. We could manifest, that's how they became rulers of the world. We manifested that. That was what the Most High put us in our heads to think about and made the world that way for manifestation. For believers, it just happened because he made it that way. But if you believe in manifestation and you believe in creating your own world and laws of attraction and chakras and meditating and frequencies and vibration, lifting your frequency and vibration. To lift your frequency and vibration, you have to change the things you used to do to new things that you've never done before, things that you haven't done or you've only done a little bit. You have to do more of those to raise your frequency. To change your vibration, you have to change in yourself to change the vibration that you give off when you're going around. That's with vibrations. With your chakras, you have to have your chakras in line, all 7 of your chakras in line, to be in touch with your higher power, to be in touch with your pineal gland. It's in the center of your brain. Most people don't even know about the pineal gland, the connection to the higher power. That Esau has nothing. Their pineal gland is calcified from birth. That lets you know physically, scientifically, they have no connection to the higher power. But physically, supposedly you do with the pineal gland. The little in the middle of your right hemisphere and the left hemisphere, you got a little gland. It's called a pineal gland. They call it the pineal gland because when you break it down, it almost looks like a pine cone. And it is supposed to be your third eye, which is in connection to your crown chakra, which gives you connection to the higher power, the creator of all things. Outside the Bible, inside the Bible, we are chosen people to use our pineal gland to connect to the higher power, which is the Most High or your God or your Creator, however you want to put it. Same thing. Same thing. So why don't we focus on developing, manifesting this world that's going to change the whole world for our people? To see that. To live in peace and harmony. We can manifest that. We can pray for that. Or we can live by the commandments and do and fulfill what's written in that Bible and make it happen. And make it happen. But whether you're a believer or not, your consciousness should be on the thought process of a better world for your people. And if you're going to change your thought process for a better world for your people, you might as well change your lifestyle to go along with your consciousness of your thought process to make it a better world for you and to make it a better world for your people. For your people. Because wickedness is ruling the world right now. Wickedness is ruling the world right now. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Right now, if you have a baby, I don't even think they're allowing you to put if it's a male or female on the birth certificate. That blows my mind. That there's no such thing as a sex anymore, because the wickedness has blended up the sexes so much that there's no such thing as sex anymore. You can't be a man, you can't be a woman, you can't be a girl, you can't be a boy. But you can have a Ford car, or Bentley, or a Mercedes, or GMC. You can have all of those. There's such thing as all of those being individual. You know, there's a up, there's a down, there's a left, there's a right, there's a left eye, there's a right eye, there's a back, there's a forward. But there's no boy or girl. Wickedness. Wickedness. So, this video is definitely to my Israelite brothers and sisters, my melanated brothers and sisters, and my brothers and sisters all around the world, in the real world, in the YouTube world. I just wanted to make a video to make you think. Whether you consider yourself an Israelite, whether you consider yourself a Christian, whether you consider yourself a Baptist, whether you consider yourself a Muslim, whether you consider yourself an atheist, and you are of the melanated people. Whether you consider yourself 12 tribes or not, whatever, that's above my pay grade. I can't tell you what you are and what you are not. All I know is what I am. I know what I am. I can't tell nobody else what they are or what they are not. But if you consider yourself to be African American, black, a nigger, whatever, we are in the opportunity to manifest a world that in the end result will be better for us. Why not do it? Why not do it? You shouldn't even have to think about that. Why not do it? Let's create a world that's better for us and our people. And see what that's like. I want to live in a world like that. I do. I want to live in a world like that so much that I'm willing to give my life for it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to stand up to the wickedness. I'm ready to say no more to this world being run backwards. Let's run it forward. I'm ready. Who's ready with me? Follow me, follow him. Follow me, follow him. I know nothing. I am only a servant. I know nothing. I am only a servant. I am only trying to do what I am told, what it says in that Bible. I am not a prophet. Even if he blessed me in a way to prophesy, when I give a prophecy and it comes true, I still wouldn't be a prophet. Maybe some people might call me a prophet, but in my mind, guess what I would still be? A servant. If he made me a warrior to battle the other nations and slay other nations, I would be a warrior to other people, but guess what? In my head, what I would be? A servant. If he made me a king to rule over Israel and the Israelites and the 12 tribes, he made me a king to do that. One might call me a king, but guess where I would be? Here and here. A servant. I will always be a servant. No matter what title I have, I will always be a servant. And I am here to serve the Most High. With my life, with my thoughts, with my beliefs, with what I know. Who's with me? Follow me, follow him. Follow me, follow him. Whether you use your manifestation, whether you use your prayers, whether you use your beliefs, whether you use your knowing. It's time to set the world correct, right, straight. It's time to do that. And we must do that, as it is written. As it is written, we must do that. This is your brother Strong, emotionally strong, mentally strong, physically strong, strong. Mr. Justice. Because it is time for justice. Let's set it right. Peace, love, and blessings.